Evening YouTube, Fusion Gamer Elite here. What I've decided to do for this broadcast is you've seen, hopefully some of you have now seen the official intro video, but what I'm going to do is, wasn't too happy with it. Some details were missing, some, let me just move this a bit, some things should have been said that weren't said. So what I've now done is I've created what have we got on here? Intro video part 2, basically, to try and fill in the missing gaps. Who I am, what the channel's about. Still sounding nervous, don't I? Don't worry about it. Yes, let me just bring the list up and I'll be right with you. Right, official intro video part 2 that I've decided to do. Name, I'm Christopher. Some of you might call me Christopher, some of you might call me Chris, it's entirely up to you, but I'm Christopher. Age, 29, but I turn 30 in the summer, right in the heart of summer. So if anyone can kind of correctly guess when my birthday is, thumbs up for whoever correctly guesses, and I might do a shout out or do a recommendation for you, like a film, piece of music or a game, because there's one or two other channels I've seen that do that, where they recommend, where they get a subscriber and then they sort of do a recommendation for that subscriber. Location, I am based in and around Greater Manchester for the UK, and I'm not going to say any more than that because I don't want the whole kind of identity fraud, credit card. Nobody wants that. Where identity is concerned, so where ID is concerned, you're really just going to get the basics for the time being. But later on, if I get friends or associates on YouTube that hook up and do where we do collaborations together and commentaries together, then I might reveal a bit more to close friends and so on YouTube. But for now, let's just stick to the basics. Right, name, age, location, webcam being used. The webcam is a Logitech QuickCam Studio sort of mid-range product that's now about 5 years old. It's hardly ever been used. It's fairly simplistic by today's standards. It's not high definition, it's not 1080p, it's not got any, it's just a simple point, film, make video end sort of thing. It's got a green light on top and audio capability, obviously, or else you wouldn't be able to hear me. But that's it, sort of a mid-range QuickCam Logitech thingy. How long have I gamed for? Good question. I started around late 1990, early 1991. I kick-started the whole thing off with a Spectrum. I did Spectrum for a little bit, through first 2 years of secondary school. I then went from Spectrum to Mega Drive, so I got into the whole Sonic the Hedgehog, Double Dragon kind of era. All those big Mega Drive games. So I went through the whole Sonic kind of era. Then from Mega Drive I went to PlayStation, which was kind of a bit sad to me when I had the Mega Drive, and then that eventually kind of got thrown out. I wasn't too pleased about that at all. But then I moved to PlayStation and kind of cheer it back up. So I did the now legendary PlayStation era with Final Fantasy 7, 8 and 9. I don't think I've done that yet. Metal Gear Solid, I didn't do Tekkens, really. Mortal Kombat's on and off, Street Fighter's on and off. Street Fighter Alpha 3, I know I did that. Lemmings. What else did I do on PlayStation? LMA Manager, which of course was the original way that it should be done nowadays, like proper 3D stadiums and things. So what? Just move on quickly on. I don't want to drag this on too long. I want to do like a 5-minute intro part 2, and that'll be it. What was my first console? Well, not console, but the first was Spectrum, Mega Drive, PlayStation, and now of course next to the webcam it has like this huge, scarily black tower PC. But we'll get to PC games in a later video. What was my first game? I honestly don't know what the first ever game on Spectrum I actually played. It wasn't. Was it action based? Was it music based? I don't actually know at all what my first ever gaming experience was. It was on Spectrum, but I don't know what the game specifically was. I don't even have a memory of it. And collecting gaming memories, I don't actually know. It's a good question, but I don't really have an answer for it. Maybe it'll come to me someday, who knows. What systems have I played? Officially, Spectrum, Mega Drive, PlayStation, PC. Unofficially, I deal with emulation for like Dreamcast, Saturn, Sega CD, CDI, 3DO, Jaguar, the NES, the SNES. What else have we had? I don't really, handheld ones. I don't really think I've dealt with any handhelds as such, like Game Boy or Game Boy Color or what was it? The Wonder Swan, or I've forgotten what they're called. But the handheld things, not really dealt with those. Really, so I don't really know anything about that. But emulation, that's another big thing that will be coming up. Again, emulation, it will all get broken down into like different segments later on in later videos. No, I'm trying to start off like officially this and that, and then start breaking everything down. What nicknames do I have to wrap up the intro? Again, a very good question. Originally, I was Stealth Ninja. I've been, what else have I been? I've been Fusion Bunny. I've been Polka Bunny, because I used to play poker a little bit.